So how y'all doing? Real quick video. We're beginning the fabrication of this. I've got the steel, got the Gandy ready. And so I've done this for 2 years now and learned a lot. And what I've really noticed is just the accelerated growth from where we inject manure. So I want to localize the placement of that and change the stand of wheat that we get. So what I'm going to do here, this is a Bowser 6350, and I'm going to take 2 units off, this guy and this guy, and I'll have a 60-inch spacing. I'm going to put these wheels down to where these are just scratching the surface. So we're going to get that manure about 6-7 inches deep, and we've got about a 15-inch wide strip right here. The Gandy will get up here on the bar. It's gravity driven, so we got to get that up in the air quite a bit. It'll hold about 120 pounds of seed, and we're going to bring that tube down, build it right out here, and make a little splash plate. So that'll disperse the wheat back here, and it's all predicated on ground speed. So we're going to pull this about 8 miles an hour, and they'll kind of throw a rooster tail of soil, and it'll place that wheat in that soil. And moisture moves twice as fast up as it does down, so that moisture, the urine and the water and the manure will rise up and give it plenty of moisture to get it going. But what I want is a 12 to 14 inch solid birdshot stand of wheat. And when we really analyzed the twin rows, we get so much tillering, but we had so many wheat seeds planted in a trench. And because of its tillering, I'd rather have it in a random configuration. And we get a coefficient of about 3 of the wheat heads above the ground floor. So if I can get 12 inches, I should have 36 inches up here and a half a circle. So again, that half pi times 1.57, if I have 36 inches, I'm going to have about 50 inches of surface area of wheat right here. So again, think of it like a cereal aisle at Walmart. You pay to have that cereal right here at eye level. The vendors pay for that spot. So this is really analyzing sunshine capture. And if we can grow something and accelerate it in the fall, we can grow a full season corn and let that 113-day corn dry in the field. And because we're going to have accelerated growth, we can plant this in late October, which is a month past the fly-free date. If I plant it too early, then I'm going to have knee-tall wheat, and it's really going to restrict my ability to go in there and interseed it in April. So we're going to try to get about 2,500 gallons per acre, but because we're 60 inches, we're going to close these tubes down, so there'll be only 3 emitting, so we'll have quite a bit of actual manure underneath the row, so I can lower that rate and still get an incredible reaction to the wheat. So that birdshot, even if I get a few that are a little bit too shallow and Mother Nature does its thing and it boots that out, we're going to have plenty of live plants. And if one has a little bit more space than the other, then I've seen 20-30 heads come from one seed. And because them tillers can catch sunlight either through this side up here or this side, they'll put plenty of viable heads on there. So what actually happens is you have so much tillering in the center of the row that there's competition there, and the center of the row will grow as tall as possible to get out of each other's way, and these sides jet out to the side, and that's how we change that plane architecture. And then we'll come in here in April, and we'll have radishes and oats out here that will keep the winter annual pressure down, really kind of grow in there and grab some of that manure for the spring release. And we'll probably plant twin 20-inch rows between these 60s And that'll give me 40 inches to drive a track combine or a single on there and eliminate the combine damage. This being 120 inches on center, we'll be able to run right down that row. So again, this is all about growing wheat as cheap as possible, and a man is as only faithful as his options. And we've accepted the fact that we're going to lose that free ammonium when we apply manure for corn. So why not capitalize on that free ammonium and manipulate the plant to tiller, and then localize that band, bury it to alleviate the volatilization and get a very excited, accelerated growth with the wheat that allows us to plant it later. And it should be able to just run off that single bead. So you're talking about wheat, you know, we may spray it with fungicide the next year to keep that plant health up, but we can grow it for really cheap and it'll raise that phosphorus level up in the field. So that's where we're at. A couple days we'll have this all fabricated. We'll be dry enough to go out in the field, and I'll show you how that Gandy will kind of disperse that wheat, and we'll go from there. So that's what we're working on. Good day.